What kind of groups of friends do you attract? This is what you can find out by looking at the 11th house in your chart. If your 10th house is your career and the culmination of everything that you are to become, the 11th house represents the people who are going to support you on that journey, or lack thereof. So this is friends, acquaintances, networks, groups, communities, and sort of like your connection to society as a whole. So for the most part, the 11th house is considered to be one of the very best houses to have planets in, because the more that you have there, the more sort of support that you'll be getting, depending on what the planet is. So if you have something like Jupiter in the 11th house, it means that you're going to have an expanse of friends and a lot of luck and optimism and support when it comes to social groups. Your friends will oftentimes be very generous and very open to helping you out. However, if you have Saturn there, then you may have more of a hard time with friend groups and friendships until like later in life, because Saturn takes a long time to develop the place that it's in. But then when you end up with the reward that you get from Saturn later on, then your friendships are some of the very strongest out of anyone's. And Saturn can also represent like older people, so it can be like more mature type of friends and a smaller friend group. You could have like Uranus there and then attract like very weird or eccentric friends, and then also have friends that sort of snap in and out, like friendships quickly form and then they also quickly go away. So the thing about it is that any planet that is placed up in that house is going to sort of have this energy of being something that is involved with the larger picture of things. So say if you have Mercury, which is the representation of your mind, in the 11th house, then your mind is always going to be seeing in terms of a bigger picture and community and how everything kind of interconnects with everyone. So if you have something like Venus there, then you'll have like a lot of warmth and maybe even popularity and a lot of beauty when it comes to your friendship and your friendship groups, sort of very positive type of connections. Now, if you have a combination of things, so say it's like, okay, what if I have the moon, which is like my instincts, so I'm going to long to be in larger groups, but then I also have Saturn. It'll be like you have the longing to be in those groups, but you have difficulty and insecurity and issues with making friends. If you have like Pluto there, you can have some really intense like power dynamics, and like you can end up feeling exiled by friend groups, and that can transform your whole personality, and you'll be very serious about finding like very loyal and profound type of friendships. And if you have like your sun there, then like your sense of purpose will come through being in communities and engaging with people, and you might be in sort of a leadership type of role since it's up here. So essentially up in that 11th house, it is sort of Aquarian in nature. So it is about everyone kind of being in a really socially cohesive system. So that's just kind of the gist of what the 11th house represents. By the way, I do personal readings, just throwing that out there. But anyway,